Harry. So apparently, according to this website, Prince Harry's lawyers seek to drag Rupert Murdoch into UK court case. And so this was published yesterday evening. Yesterday evening, last night. And so, according to the author, Michael Holden and Sam Tobin for Reuters, um, Harry and his co-plaintiffs, co-claimants, sought to amend the lawsuit to bring in Murdoch because they're basically saying that Murdoch was personally involved in a cover-up. Oh, wow. So Harry and 40 other co-plaintiffs, co-claimants are suing News Group newspaper, right, for unlawful invasion of privacy by the Sun. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. The same Sun that broke. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I want to start to talk less and less about Catherine's disappearance and William and all that. It's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax, you guys. And that's where the Sussex Squad needs to start moving. It's a hoax. It's not true. They did it on purpose to deceive the public and to also get attention on them and then spring on us as if everything was fine all along. It's a hoax. It was to take our time, take our attention, play games with us and our emotions, our concerns for the princess and so on. It was a hoax. Okay, so anyway, Harry's other claimants include Guy Ritchie. Oh, wow. Hugh Grant. Okay. So they want to amend their complaint to bring in Murdoch directly. And basically, they said that, they're asking the judge, whose name is Timothy Fancourt, according to this article, for permission to bring in Murdoch because they believe that these people gave misleading evidence to Parliament at a public inquiry. Wow. Murdoch is 93 and he's getting married again. Nuts-o-rama. Nuts-o-rama. I mean, who takes on a 93-year-old? You know what I mean? I guess if he has money, anybody would, even a teenager at this point. I mean, they don't have any shame. Anyway, when I say they, I don't mean teenagers. I mean, there's always going to be certain people who are not above it. It doesn't really matter what age they are. Anyway, so back to Harry. I digress. So basically, they're saying that someone who works for the Washington Post in the U.S. was a part of the cover-up. His name is Will Lewis. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. And so they're saying that they made a scurrilous and cynical attack on their integrity. And the new allegations introducing 200 new journalists, executives, and private investigators were unnecessary, disproportionate, and irrelevant. 200. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. This is a huge lawsuit. Wow. Wow. David Sherborne, the lawyer for Harry and the other claimants, told the court that Murdoch and Brooks knew, right, that the statements were false. Well, good for Harry. I mean, one thing I like about Harry is that he sticks up for himself. Really, he doesn't back down. He doesn't drink the Kool-Aid. You know, he does not drink the Kool-Aid, and he does not back down. He's a soldier at heart, a warrior. He's a fighter. You know, he probably has in his gene pool people who had to fight to even get that throne, that monarchy in the first place. If you go all the way back, they were fighting with their swords and their shields and all this stuff back in the day. Maybe. Because the House of Windsor, I mean, there were other houses. It wasn't always his line. It wasn't always his direct family, direct bloodline necessarily. Um, but anyway, Harry is trying to bring 93-year-old Rupert Murdoch into UK court. Well, I mean, it's better now than later. I mean, at 93, he doesn't necessarily have much time left. I mean, you got to do it here on earth. You can't wait for your justice in heaven. There may be no heaven, you know. Heaven and hell is right here, people. Get it done here, Harry, right? Good for you, Harry. I admire your determination, your grit, right? Your principledness. You are a principled man. It's a question of principle. You don't need any money from this guy. It's the principe. C'est le principe, right? C'est le principe. And that's important in life. It's the principle, right? I like that, Harry.